Black Box Production.
That's shade. Prayers and liberations to the ancestors and guidance for the brother that sacrificed so much, for the cause. Rest in peace, Huey P. Oh, my mama. Should we cry when the Pope died? My request, we should cry if they cried when we buried Malcolm X. Man, that song used to give me chills. Raised a Protestant Christian, brainwashed, indoctrinated by the Bible. And then it used to blow my mind how in the environments I was in primarily, nobody really understood the song. I used to bump that tape a lot, CD, whatever it was, in my whip. And everybody knew at that time when you jumped in 9 times out of 10, I was going to be off that. Hail Mary. I know that whole thing by heart, the whole album. And that blasphemy, I used to ask the homies, like, what he talking about when he say blasphemy? He like, cuz, talking about when I die, cuz, like blasphemy. I'm like, damn, I never had a homie that knew what he was talking about. And then, like, at the time, he was calling God a man, and he misquoting the scriptures, being sacrilegious. It used to give me so many chills to listen to that song. And if you don't really pay attention, you don't notice throughout the whole song. Cuz got a female saying the Lord's Prayer, and it's like real like voice. Oh my mama. But as time has gone by and I live more and I understand the book better and I'm less indoctrinated and brainwashed, I can relate to the record a lot more. I don't stand in judgment of Cuz as much as I did. Oh my mama, I used to even see him on the Machiavelli album up on the cross, like, that's a bold, crazy, disrespectful step. And now when you see the memes that project 50 to 100 years from now, there's going to be a Lifetime movie with the Tupac Shakur story, with a dude on the cover with a bald head, with bandanas, with no shirt, with thug life, all the jewelry, all the tattoos, but it's going to be a white person. When you see that projected, it's like sometimes you don't realize our prophets be on a deeper mission than we even realize when he put himself up on that cross. We felt like that was blasphemy. But how about if it's blasphemy for that Euro person to be up on the cross when even that book described that individual as hair like wool, skin like bronze? Oh my mama, and all they heroes is like the Rocky and the Fonz created. Oh my mama, it's deep. So they take our place so often. And then the lie we've been told to see the blonde hair, blue eye, Jesus on the cross. Tupac had the courage to put something that looked more like us, even himself, up on the cross, and we felt offended on behalf of our oppressors and our deceivers. That's deep. When really, the lesson should have been learned, even if you're going to be looking at that cross, you should be more apt to, adjusted to, or concerned, desired to be looking at somebody that looked like you on there. Why is this blonde hair, white Jesus that really resembles Charles Manson and all the creepy other white dudes that you see? He's not even the clean. It's like he got that look. Why is he more comfortable to be praised and worshiped as an ancestor versus an individual that resembles us? Oh my mama, just a thought. You dig it, lies? You know I be rambling, y'all. I don't be trying to get on no deep subject, but I just be rambling sometimes because stuff be coming to my head on my mama. That's crazy. I ain't read many books in my life. Very, very few books. I've read a few in the last few years. And it's crazy. All the books I've read were either referred to me by or written by Crips. Hollering at the Keyway Christ so often and meeting with him and picking his brain and just being laced by Cuz, he referred, you question him on certain issues, and it was common for him to respond with suggesting a book for you to check out on that subject. I ain't gonna lie, it used to irritate me a little bit. But then one time I asked him a question and he just like himself, was so comfortable, which was so odd, he know it, to respond with suggesting a book. And this time, I took it upon myself to go buy the book and actually read it. It was called The 22 Immutable Laws of Branding. And a lot of what you guys see me do here and just whatever is exposed to the public is based on me reading that book. He explained to me before I even read the book, the preface was, you know, there's a lot of difference between building a brand and building a business. And when you are developing a successful brand, a lot of smart, successful business people will watch the moves you make and consider them bad business moves. And he was lacing me on the concept of the book was that's okay. You have to understand there's a difference between building a brand and building a business. And the book used to be the 11 Immutable Laws of Branding, and then they changed it to the 22 laws, Immutable Laws. It's a good read. Then the other two books I read, one is the Soil We Till by my homie DJ and Demond Jackson and with Johnson. And he did a lot of time, a long stretch in the feds. And Cub from 190, my nigga Fathead, but he wrote a book called The Soil We Soil, the soil we till. I read that, and then I read Gun Talk by the homie Big Kiko. But I think I'm developing interest in reading, which I've never had in my whole life. Just reading the Gun Talk was the last book I read. It was like 600-some pages. And it was a book with some pretty small print, fine print, and it was a lot of pages. It was thick as phew. And I remember when I used to look at it, I remember the homie kept asking, you read the book yet? I'm like, nah, then I got some homework. And I started looking at it like, damn, I got homework. I'm getting homework from Crips. And then he like, we talk once or twice a week, and no matter what, he makes sure, no matter how awkward the moment gonna get, he gonna ask me, have I read the book yet? I got tired of telling him no, so I dug in. Bam. And I remember, the book's so thick, it's just, what I want to say, it's like discouraging to have only read this little thin part and see how much thick you have to go. And then it's fulfilling to actually have that thick part be behind you and only had a thin part to go. But it was a good read. I told y'all I'm going to tap in and see what process I can share with y'all with on my mama. But it's about that time. I ain't finna hold y'all. I know I'm on your dime. I know I ain't fell off on my mama. But I love y'all on my mama. You already know that. I need y'all to do me a big old favor. Be about your marathon at all costs. And do that for Dev Dope. You know what I'm saying? On my mama.
My mom always says that I have an old soul. Whatever that means. She says that while other kids worry about toys, I worry about helping those in need. I guess that's true, but I still love toys too. I think what makes me different from other kids is that I'm Riley and they're not. The end.
It's Neighborhood Net Hustling. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that. Yeah, Neighborhood Net Hustling. Giving a shout out right now to SPI in the streets, my nigga Spotter Low, y'all already know what it is. Slauson Air. Oh yeah, and don't forget, check my website out too. NipseyHustle.com. Streets.net. Shout out my nigga SPI. Gotta get back in and do it again. My nigga Roy do it again.
Tupac of my generation, Pac was highly intelligent, but in our culture, street culture, especially in his generation, intelligence was viewed as a form of weakness. How do you get the people that's really affected by, you know, what we trying to solve involved?
Yeah. Family broken, so I stand with my niggas. Showed up to every shootout, I'm feelings. Time for those, I got a plan to get millions. Whoever don't agree, I see you back at the buildings. That's why I never let y'all act like a victim. That's why I never let y'all kill my ambition. You wasn't built for the mission. Park my colors in the back of the village. Remember Tony started washing them dishes. It was all a decision. Fast died, he took a part of me with him. Heart broken like my artery missing. Being broke, they can't harvest you, nigga. Swore shit, it got a heart to it, nigga.
I used to know you were gon' fold 'em. I used to know that I could count on you. All that pressure they bestowed on. Pray my son never face what I go through. Yeah. They get it, don't wear the crown right. And if it be feeling like what it sound like. Now my life was a struggle and it get worse, I ain't complain about it. I just can't never feel the same about it. My life built on damage, ain't understanding, can't call family, no. Got crossed by my closest, I ain't gon' show too much emotion, no. My low one call my phone, I pick up right away. I know I'm living it's the right way. I was too busy trying to get heavy, I was lightweight. A lot of niggas that came in with me ain't on my some of these songs in case I die today. Every time I need something lean on, I drank that spot away. So it don't feel how it feels to me. Cause I've been through it and it did what it did to me. I trusted you and that was big for me. This my little partner, you do that big for me. And I ain't never jumped in my feelings, I ain't fold 'em. I used to know that I could count on you. All that pressure they bestowed on. Pray my son never face what I go through. Yeah. Nigga, they get it, don't wear the crown right. And it ain't like what it sound like. All my life was a struggle and it get worse, I ain't complain about it. I just can't never feel the same vibe.
Mathematical mogul, marathoning, making moves, taking the heartbreaking news, made major breaking news. Nephews, nieces, siblings, seeds, stay confused. Waking up, shaking, aching, praying that it's April Fools. Chosen child from the now down, stakes is huge. Snakes and fakes straddling the gate, it's too late to choose. Through violent visions gave victory, paid your dues. Motivated, demonstrated elevated views. Truths don't die, we multiply. I ain't make the rules. Self-medicate, meditate, and celebrate the blues. Neighborhood, roller coaster, you can take the cruise. I'm good. Blue laces, suede Puma's favorite shoes. Jesus to the generations, you never save me on my babies. Most beautiful gift Puto ever gave me. For such a precious life, who decides price? I couldn't feel the slide twice, cuz they crucified Christ.
I used to know that I could count on you. All that pressure they bestowed on. Pray my son never face what I go through. Yeah. Nigga, they get it, don't wear the crown right. And if it be feeling like what it sound like. Now my life was a struggle and it get worse, I ain't complain about it. I just can't never feel the same about it. My life built on damage, ain't understanding, can't call family, no. Got crossed by my closest, I ain't gon' show too much emotion, no. My low one call my phone, I pick up right away. I know I'm living wrong, if it's the right way. I was too busy trying to get heavy, I was lightweight. A lot of niggas that came in with me ain't on my side today. I been trying to live with some of these songs in case I die today. Every time I need something lean on, I drank that spot away. So it don't feel how it feels to me. Cause I've been through it and it did what it did to me. I trusted you and that was big for me. This my little partner, you do that big for me. And I ain't never jumped in my feelings, I used to know you were gon' fold 'em. I used to know that I could count on you. All that pressure they bestowed on. Pray my son never face what I go through.